This is Econ 411, Public Choice, and this is Lecture 1. All right. One of the ways to talk about public choice is as a subdiscipline of economics. A subdiscipline of economics. So we can look at economics as this circle here, and then within economics we have different areas or fields or subdisciplines. Here we might have, for example, we might have international economics. We might have public finance, so on. And one of these subdisciplines or fields is called public choice. Now, if we were to give an official sort of formal definition of public choice, we can say it this way. We can say one definition of public choice is that it's economic theory applied to politics. Or a similar definition, it's the study of political science using the tools of economics. All right, and mainly we're talking here about the microeconomic tools of economics. Another way to look at it here is that public choice is subject matter. If you look at its subject matter, it sort of comes right out of political science. It deals with things like voting, political behavior. It deals with elections. We talk about in public choice special interest groups. All right, so all of these topics are really topics that come right out of political science, but the method of study is different here. The method of studying all of these is economic theory, and especially microeconomic theory and concepts. All right, so the subject matter of public choice is really the subject matter of political science, but the method of study, how those topics are studied, analyzed, etc., that comes right out of economics or economic theory. Now, let me mention some large names in public choice, and there'll be some of the ones that we're going to be talking about in our set of lectures in Econ 411. One is James Buchanan. James Buchanan was an economist. He won the Nobel Prize in 1986. He had a co-author on a very famous book in public choice. His co-author was Gordon Tullock. And sometimes Buchanan and Tullock are referred to as sort of the co-founders of public choice, the co-founders of public choice. And they basically co-founded public choice in the late 1950s. Late 1950s, early 1960s, when they were both teaching at the University of Virginia, UVA. Another economist, and one that we'll be reading this semester in public choice, is Anthony Downs. He had a very famous book, first sort of book in public choice theory, An Economic Theory of Democracy. And we'll be reading parts of that in Econ 411. All right, another name here is Mansur Olson. Wrote a couple of books that are very famous in public choice theory, and also Duncan Black. All right, so those are some of the big names in public choice. All right, well, let's leave it there for this very short introductory lecture, and in lecture 2, we'll go on and talk about some of the major questions that public choice economists ask. One being, why does government exist?